Ian and his wife Zara had always dreamed of living away from the city's chaos. When they found an old countryside house, surrounded by thick trees and a sprawling garden, it seemed perfect. The house had been abandoned for nearly 3 decades, yet the price was unbelievably low. The garden was the first thing Zara fell in love with: wildflowers, ancient oaks, and an old stone well hidden under moss. But something felt off. Birds rarely landed there, and at night, the wind carried faint whispers like dry leaves rubbing together. One evening, as they unpacked, their dog Rex began digging furiously near the rose bushes. Ian scolded him, but before he could stop him, the dog pulled out a small, cracked bone too large to belong to an animal. Zara laughed nervously. It's probably just some old animal remains. But Ian noticed how cold the soil felt like ice, even in the warm evening air. Nights grew restless. Zara began hearing scratching noises beneath their bedroom floor. Ian would check every night, but nothing was ever there. The dog, once playful, now refused to enter the garden, staring at it from the porch with his hair standing on end. One rainy night, Zara dreamt of a woman standing in the garden, her dress torn, her face pale, and eyes hollow. The woman whispered, "Free us. They buried us here." Zara woke up gasping, soil clinging to her fingertips as though she had been digging in her sleep. The next day, Ian decided to dig where Rex had unearthed the first bone. A few inches down, he hit something hard. As the soil crumbled, he revealed a human skull, its empty sockets staring back at him. Terrified, they contacted the local sheriff, who seemed oddly unconcerned. "Old property," he muttered. "Things get buried over time." But that night, the whispers grew louder, now calling their names. Ian, Zara, help. Determined to uncover the truth, Ian dug deeper into the garden. He found dozens of bones, each tied with red twine and strange symbols carved into them. Zara found an old journal hidden in the attic, belonging to the house's original owner, a reclusive gardener named Elias Moorcroft. The journal spoke of a ritual. The soil drinks their blood, the roots hold their bones, and the garden will bloom forever. Elias had sacrificed wanderers and trespassers, burying them as offerings to keep the garden alive. That night, a storm raged. The garden moved roots crawled across the ground like snakes. Wrapping around the house, shadows formed faces in the rain-streaked windows. The bones began rising from the soil, forming twisted figures of those sacrificed. Zara and Ian tried to flee, but the garden wouldn't let them. The roots dragged them toward the well, whispering, "More will bloom."